Hi children, the next chapter is movement of materials across the cell membrane. This is the fourth chapter in ninth class. Before going to this chapter, we have to understand the term cell membrane. Do you know children? What is the cell membrane? It is outermost layer in the animal cell. What is the function of cell membrane? Which gives protection to the inner parts of the cell. Next one is the outer boundary of animal cell is actually the cell membrane, which became separate from the cell wall in the plant cell. Okay, so cell membrane is present in animal cell and also plant cell. Next one, we can observe the structure of cell membrane only through an electron microscope only. Here, cell membrane is a flexible and it is made up of mainly lipids and proteins. The cell membrane is the outermost layer of the cell that separates cytoplasm from the external environment. This is also called as the plasma membrane. The cell membrane defines the shape and the sizes of the cell. It encloses the cytoplasm and protects it from the external environment. Main function is it maintains balance. The cell membrane plays a crucial role in maintaining this balance. The exchange of substances through the cell membrane happens very selectively. So, cell membrane also called as selectively permeable membrane. This characteristics of the membrane enables it to control the exchange of substances between the cell and its external environment. So that is about cell membrane or plasma membrane or selectively permeable membrane. Next one is allowing only certain materials to pass through it. That is called permeability. See, I am using permeable. What is the meaning of permeable? Which gives permission. Means allowing only certain materials to pass through. That is called permeability. So actually, the cell membrane is the outermost layer and extremely delicate, elastic, and a membranous covering of the cell that separates its contents from the external environment is called as cell membrane or plasma membrane. This cell membrane is also called as a living flexible membrane. These all are the another names of cell membrane. See, first one is cell membrane, also called as plasma membrane. Cell membrane, also called as selectively permeable membrane. Cell membrane are also called as living flexible membrane. Next one. What are the functions of plasma membrane? Once observed in our textbook, they have given different types of functions are there. What are those? Do you know? See, I am explaining. Functions of plasma membrane. First one, shape. It provides a definite shape to semi-fluid contents of the cell. Second one, mechanical barrier. It functions as mechanical barrier that protects the internal contents of the cell. Selective permeability, which allows selective substances only. Endocytosis, the flexibility of the membrane enables the cell to engulf food and other substances from its external environment by endocytosis. Example, amoeba. Amoeba acquires its food by endocytosis process. Recognition. It has substances over its surface which functions as recognition centers and the points of attachment. That is about recognition, means identification. Next one, flow of information. It provides for flow of information among its different cells of the same organism. This cell membrane helps in flow of information. Next, osmosis. It occurs due to presence of tiny water channels in the plasma membrane or cell membrane. Cell continuity means at places plasma membrane of adjacent cells becoming continuous to form plasmodesmata and cell junctions. Next one, specialization. Here plasma membrane gets modified to perform different functions. Example, absorption in microvilli. See, microvilli is present in small intestine which helps in absorption of nutrients. Next one, transport across the membrane. Do you know, children, how the materials are transported across the membrane? Yes, here the membrane acts as a physical barrier between the organelles of a cell and the cytoplasm and between the cell and its surrounding environment. It has a 4 good characteristics. In the first one is impermeable. Do you know, children, impermeable means do not pass through the membrane. Permeable means the substances pass through it. Next one, semi-permeable membrane means the membrane is permeable to solvent but prevents the passage of solutes. That is semi-permeable. Next, selectively permeable. The membrane allows the passage of solvent and some selected solutes. Remember, these are specific characteristics of cell membrane. What are those? See, first one, impermeable. Do not pass through the membrane. Permeable, passes through the membrane. Semi-permeable, it passes through solvent molecules but prevents the passage of solutes. Selectively permeable, the membrane allows the passage of solvent and some selected solutes. Remember these 4 points. Next one here, 2 concepts are there. What are those? Do you know? Osmosis and diffusion. What is osmosis? Do you know, children? Water move across the membranes from solution of one concentration to the other. This process is called as osmosis. Again, water move across membranes from solutions of one concentration to the another concentration. This process is called as osmosis. Osmosis. Do you know, children, importance of the osmosis to living organisms? Remember, water enters the root through osmosis process only. Water moves between the cells, osmosis process only. It helps in opening and closing of stomata, osmosis process only. It brings about movement of water and minerals in certain plants, that is osmosis process only. In our body, waste materials are filtered from the blood, osmosis process only.
Are you targeting JEE or NEET 2022? And NEET courses by
See, children, here, importance of osmosis to living organisms. In that last one is, in our body, waste materials are filtered from the blood through osmosis process only. In our body, useful materials are absorbed along with water through osmosis process only. These all points are very most important about osmosis process. Okay, next concept is diffusion. The movement of materials from high concentration to its low concentration is called as diffusion. I will give one example. If a bottle of scent is opened in one corner of a room, what will happen? The smell is spreading entire that room. That is diffusion process. That is diffusion process. Next one is, how do we feel its smell spreads in the entire room? If it is good smell, we feel very happy. Next one, how does the smell spread in the entire room? By the diffusion process. Remember, it is very most important. Activities are there. I will discuss with you later. Okay. See once again, what is diffusion? The process by which some materials, when kept in a medium like air and water, spread equally throughout, is called as diffusion. Here Thomas Graham, he was a famous Scottish physical chemist, worked on diffusion of gases. See here. He is the famous scientist Thomas Graham. Here Graham measured the rate of diffusion of gases and also studied about diffusion of substances in solutions. Okay. He was introduced Graham's law of diffusion. This is about diffusion process. See, one important thing is there in our textbook. They have given in a do you know box. Here they have given 3/4 of the earth is covered with oceans. We know. Though plenty of water is there, we cannot use it. So much water is there in oceans and seas. We cannot use it. Since it is salty, because that water is very salt in nature. If you remove salts from it, we can use it. If you remove salt from ocean's water or sea's water, we can use it very easily. How to remove this salt from the oceans and seas? When heavy pressure is applied on salt solution, which is separated from the fresh water with semi-permeable membrane, the water moves from salt solution into fresh water, leaving the salt behind. This process is called as reverse osmosis. Nowadays, it is domestically used reverse osmosis machines are available in the market, which filters the salt water through 3 to 5 membranes. This is also called as desalination, removal of salt from the oceans and seas water. It was discovered by Freddie Mercury and David Bowie, two scientists. It is very, very most important. Okay, we get pure water from salt water by reverse osmosis method. Remember it. Okay, very most important. Osmosis means, it is actually derived from Latin word osmos, means pushing. Osmos means pushing. We are pushing the water molecules. This is about the main concept of cell membrane, osmosis and diffusion process. Remember, diffusion means movement of gases, high concentration to low concentration. There is no membrane. Osmosis means passage of water from a region of high concentration to a region of lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Plasma membrane or cell membrane means membrane surrounding the cell. Do you know solutes? Substances added to the solvent. Do you know saturated solution? The solution that cannot take up any more solute to dissolve. That is called a saturated solution. What is saturated solution? The solution that cannot take up any more solute to dissolve. Solvent means fluid substance that dissolves a solid substances. That is called solvent. These are some concepts about osmosis. Do you know, children? Here osmosis can be classified into two types: endosmosis, exosmosis. Endosmosis means the process in which water molecules leave the cell. Okay, sorry. Endosmosis means the process in which water molecules enter the cell. That is endosmosis. Exosmosis means the process in which water molecules leave the cell. That is called exosmosis. Remember, osmosis are classified into two types: exosmosis, endosmosis. Remember, exosmosis means water molecules leave the cell. Endosmosis, endo, water molecules enter the cell. Okay. Next one is, see here in textbook they have given some important points, some activities. I'll discuss you about activities now. Once observe table 1. Table 1 activity. It is very easy activity when you understand. They have given substances names: oxygen, glucose, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, carbon dioxide and wastes. These can go into the cell, can go out of the cell. Among these all substances, see, oxygen enters into the cell, we are taking oxygen. Glucose enter into the cell. Proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, these all materials are entered into the cell. Carbon dioxide and waste materials are coming out of from the cell because we are releasing carbon dioxide during respiration process. Waste material is also eliminated like urine and remaining nitrogenous waste materials excrete through the anus. That is table 1. They have given here a simple lab activity. See here, observation of material in different solutions. Materials: 2 bakers, tap water, sugar, dry grapes or kishmish. Procedure: take 100 ml of water in a beaker, keep dry resin, means dry kishmish in it, leave it for 1 hour, observe what has happened. Take it out and compare it with dry resin. Is there any changes in the size of kishmish? Is there any change? What is your observation? See here, kishmish kept in a water is swollen when compared to dry kishmish. Yes or no? Why it's become swollen? This kishmish absorbs water. Okay, this is the first activity. Next one. See here, once observe it. When we keep this dry kishmish in the water, it absorbs water, it becomes swollen. This is activity number 1. You see that as swollen resin kept in a sugar solution. See, this is one more activity. Aim: observation of fresh grape or when kept in a saturated solution of sugar. Materials: beaker, tap water, sugar and fresh grape. Procedure: take 100 ml of water, saturated sugar solution in a beaker, keep fresh grape in a beaker, leave it for overnight and observe in the next morning. Observation: the fresh grape in the beaker shrinks. Shrinks means, what is the meaning of shrinking? Do you know shrinking? Shrinking means contracted state. Okay, here the fresh grape size is decreases or reduced. Okay, this is about next activity. Next one. Lab activity: osmosis process. Do you know, children, osmosis? It's very most important activity. To prove, what is the aim of this experiment? Aim: to prove osmosis using potato. Materials required: 1 raw potato, 1 boiled potato, 2 bakers, bowls, 2 pins, water, sharp knife. Procedure: take the raw potato and boiled potato, peel off the skins, cut cube-shaped cups from them as shown in the figure. Here, prepare a few ml of saturated sugar solution. Pour the sugar solution in the potato cup to a level. See here. Mark the level of sugar solution by piercing the pin. And keep the potato cup in a beaker. Pour water in a beaker. Bowl to half of the height of the potato cup. Ensure that potato cup does not float or submerge in water. It is very most important. Next one, leave the arrangement for half an hour and note observations. Here, water enters from the beaker into the potato cup. Very most important. Here, water enters from the beaker into the potato cup. Repeat the experiment by taking sugar solution in the beaker. Water in the potato cup. Observe it after half an hour. This time, water from the potato cup enters beakers, reducing the level of water in the potato cup. Again, you have to do this experiment repeatedly by taking a sugar solution in the beaker, water in the potato cup. Observe it after half an hour. This time, water from the potato cup enters beaker, reducing the level of water in the potato cup. This is a osmosis experiment. What is the result? What is the result? By the above activities, we can say that water always moves towards the sugar solution. Such process in which water moves towards the sugar solution is called as osmosis. Take here one more experiment they have given. These are normal activities, filtration. What is the aim of this experiment? To prove the process of filtration. Materials: 2 beakers, funnel, filter paper, restart stand, sugar, dye, wheat or rice flour, 500 ml of plastic bottle, cotton cloth. Procedure: attach funnel with filter paper to retort stand. 2. Retort stand. Keep the beaker below the funnel. Prepare wheat powder solution in a beaker by adding 1 teaspoon of powder in 100 ml of water. Add a drop of tincture iodine to the solution. Now pour the solution into the funnel. See, this is the activity. What is your observations? By filtration, water along with the dissolved flour reaches the beaker below the funnel. Filter paper does not allow the undissolved wheat flour to pass through it, and it remained as precipitate on the filter paper. This is one of the activity. Next one is see here materials and apparatus required: 3 beakers, petri dish, bowl, salt, dilute HCl, toilet cleaning acid, 2 equal sized rags, cloth to wipe, a strip of paper for measurement, 1 tablespoon. Procedure: keep raw eggs in dilute hydrochloric acid or toilet cleaning acid for 4 to 5 hours as shown in the figure. Observe what happens. Take out the egg with the help of the tablespoon. Wash the eggs under the tap water. Measure the circumference of each egg with a long strip of paper as at its widest place and mark on the paper with pen or pencil. Then what happened? See here, what happened? See here what happened. Leave the bakers for 2 to 4 hours. See here, once observe these 2 pictures. First one, D-shell egg in the salt solution. Diagram C. Diagram D is a D-shell egg in the tap water. Tap water, 1 egg is there, another egg is salt solution. In tap water what happened? The egg size is increased because it absorbs water. So egg becomes swollen. Which egg? Diagram D, D-shell egg in tap water. Diagram C, deshelled egg in salt solution, the egg becomes shrinks or shrinking, size becomes decreases. That is the main difference. One process is endosmosis. Picture D is endosmosis. Water molecules are enters into the egg. Figure C, diagram C is exosmosis. Means water comes out from the egg cell. That is the main concept. One is endosmosis, another one is exosmosis. That is only the main concept. Once observe here. The process in which water molecules leave the cell is called exosmosis. The process in which water molecules enter the cell is called endosmosis. See here they have given one lab activity, preparing a semi-permeable membrane. Do you know, when you break a boiled egg, you might have observed a thin layer surrounding the egg white. This is the layer which prevents the free entry of materials into the egg. It is very most important. So only certain materials are allowed to enter the cell. This is called a semi-permeable membrane. How to prepare this semi-permeable membrane? Take one rag. Keep the rags in dilute hydrochloric solution for 4 to 5 hours. The shells which are made up of calcium carbonate are dissolved. Outermost layer is there, no? The white layer which is made up of calcium carbonate. This was dissolved in dilute hydrochloric acid. Wash the eggs under the tap. Carefully piles. Keep a pencil sized hole in the egg membrane and drain the contents. See, we can separate a membrane from the egg membrane. That membrane acts as plasma membrane, semi-permeable membrane. See, wash the membrane with fresh water. Now, this is called as semi-permeable membrane. See, they have given one activity with the help of this semi-permeable membrane. Once observe this. We are preparing some solutions. See, experiment of osmosis with egg membrane. Osmosis process only. To prove osmosis through semi-permeable membrane of an egg, that is aim. Materials: 2 egg membranes, 3 beakers, sugar, water, thread measuring jar, disposable syringe, etc. Procedure: take 1 egg membrane and fill it with 10 ml of saturated sugar solution with a syringe. Tie its mouth with a thread. Once observe here. Measure 100 ml of tap water in a beaker. Keep the egg membrane in fresh water beaker. Leave it for overnight. Take the second egg membrane and fill it with 10 ml of tap water with a syringe. Prepare 100 ml of saturated sugar solution and keep the egg membrane in it. Leave it for overnight. Measure the contents of the egg membranes and beakers. Observation: water entered into the egg membrane in which sugar solution is filled. So size of the membrane is increased. Water left from the egg membrane in which water is filled, the size of the membrane is decreased. Result: water moves across the membranes from the solution of one concentration to the other concentration through a process is called as osmosis. My dear children, remember, it is very most important activity. Egg membrane in solution, what happens? The water molecules are enters into the egg membrane. The egg membrane becomes swollen, increasing the size. Whereas egg membrane in a sugar solution, the size of the egg membrane is decreases. Remember these 2 activities. One is endosmosis, another one is exosmosis. These all activities belongs to osmosis process. Do you know another activity also there, which is belongs to the diffusion process? Once observe diffusion process here. See here, what is the experiment? See, how do you observe the diffusion of coffee powder in the water? Write your findings. See, observation. First procedure. Take half bowl water, prepare a small ball of coffee powder, slowly put in a water and observe it. Observations. The ball of coffee powder starts dissolving in the water. That is common. The water around the coffee powder will appear dark in color. As time progresses, all the water in the beaker becomes colored. Total color will be changed. Initially pale in color and slowly all the water in the beaker becomes uniformly colored. Means coffee powder molecules diffuse into the water forming uniform color. This is one of the simple example in our daily life. Okay. Next activity. Keep a crystal of KMnO4. KMnO4 means potassium permanganate solution. Keep a crystal of KMnO4 in the center of the petri dish means bowl with the help of a forceps. Carefully fill the petri dish with water. Fill it with water. Observe the movement of pink colored in the petri dish every minute. Means here KMnO4 dissolves in water. The water around the crystal will appear in pink color. As the time progresses, all the water in the beaker becomes colored. Initially pale in color and slowly all the water in the beaker becomes uniform pink color. This process is called as diffusion. See, the permanganate molecules moves from higher concentration to lower concentration in the water. This process is called as diffusion. Okay. This process is called as diffusion. These are all activities which are belongs to 4th chapter. My dear children, remember these all points. Write CW notes. Read 2 to 3 times. Textbook reading is important. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening my voice. Thank you.